Hey guys, it's Beaver back with another episode of Horrible Host. And this week, I can't really comment on the footage that I'm showing, but I've wanted to show this because between myself and my friends, we got kicked, I think a total of 8 times, and there was 2 or 3 bans, something like that. But I do want to reiterate a conversation I had with a young admin who wasn't really sure how to go about evening out a server and keeping his server balanced. And I think the advice that I gave him that he really appreciated could help out anyone that is an admin. So please, if you are an admin and you do like this advice, share this with other admins. If you know an admin that needs some advice on this, share this with them because I want to help everyone and I want to help clear up some of the bad admins who don't necessarily mean to be bad admins. The story I have is, it was a Metro game. We held Charlie Bravo for most of the game. It wasn't really an imbalanced game, but the enemy team seemed to keep dropping off because we started to get a considerable advantage, seeing as we had 2 flags almost the entire game. We never really attacked Alpha because it wasn't in our best interest because it was a pretty tight game. However, after a couple people started to drop off, the server started to wane a little bit, and the admin's team started to not do so great as they were down a couple players. So one of my friends got switched over to the other team. Now, obviously he switched right back because the reason why we're in the server together is because we wanted to play together. But he got moved back again, and then when he moved back to our team the second time, the admin kicked him. So by the end of the game and after the game, there was absolutely no one left in the server. There was 3 of us, and the one guy eventually left. So that just left myself and the admin in the server in the next game. So I asked the admin, I said, "Why'd you kick my friend?" And he said, "Well, I gave him the name," and he said, "Well, I was trying to even out the server, and I was getting frustrated because people kept switching back, and nothing was actually happening." The advice I gave him was, people are oftentimes in a group, or they have another friend that you haven't switched over, so they get angry, and they don't want to play on your team, they want to play with their friend who is left behind. Also, a lot of times people that are on the good team don't want to be switched to the bad team or the team that's losing. So they'll immediately switch back to go back to the good team because that's the team that they've been playing on. That's the team they want to play on because they're having a better experience on that side. Now, if you're the admin on the bad team or the team that's losing, if you're on the losing team, you're in a little bit of a stickier situation. What I usually do is, I know it's painstakingly hard and it's frustrating, but I let the game play out. And then after, when the game is done, the game will often auto-switch people. Or if you have a problem with the way they auto-switched it, you can jumble people around at the very beginning of the game. And then they're less likely to be angry because it's a fresh game. They really haven't done anything yet. They haven't accomplished anything. So they have no, ties to that team. If you're the admin on the good side, and you're on the good side of the game, then I'll often switch myself over to help even up the team. Because, if you're on the good team, you don't want to be over. But if you switch yourself, you've already given yourself consent to even out the teams. And then by using yourself, no one's going to get upset. No one's going to want to switch back. And oftentimes that one guy can even up the team enough that the game will get going good again. I'd like to thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully this advice will help you guys balance your servers in the future. And we'll see you in the next episode.